Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. For Bitcoin we need to be a bit worried with that decline today. That was quite steep and doesn't look corrective at all, I have to tell you. So overall, obviously we've had here this scenario of a basically here a wave 1 that we did, a wave 2, and here another 1-2 setup. This is currently how we see it on the primary chart here, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, and we can entertain this idea as long as Bitcoin holds above 18,900 very clearly. Below that level we have to make the bearish scenario the primary one, just because Bitcoin is losing a key level, and below that level it will just be very hard to justify the bullish scenario, and we don't want to be led by a bias or anything. We want to follow the waves, and for me the waves will indicate with more likelihood that we are going to see a lower low below 17,600 only as soon as we break below 18,900. Above that level we can make a case for a bullish scenario. Okay, this however has again become quite a bit of a beating today with today's decline, so we're going to talk about that in a minute. What you generally need to understand about the crypto market, especially Bitcoin at the moment, is that the bulls can make a very compelling case that the low is already in. However, on the other side, the bears can also make a very compelling case that the low is not yet in. There is a lot of uncertainty in the market, and anybody who tells you they know what is going to happen, they are purely wrong. Yeah, because I can tell you that, guaranteed, because nobody knows what's going to happen. We can only operate this in this space with likelihoods and probabilities and support resistance and things like that. The problem is that at the moment the probabilities lie so close together, especially with Bitcoin. Yeah, other coins not necessarily that much, but Bitcoin is really tough to analyze. Believe me, there are much better times, and there have been much better times to analyze the market than at the moment. It's not a great market to do analysis in. Now, in the most optimistic scenario, we missed this reversal area today, and that's the key problem. We have recovered back into this area, and that's fine, but in the most optimistic scenario, obviously we had here this 1-2 setup, have found a bottom here that was yesterday, yesterday, found a local low here that was also a level where we expected a lower low, and we also expected a small rally here, at least, a rally to the upside, a recovery, which to a degree happened. Not as substantial as I would like it to be, but so for now it has happened. 5-wave move up. What would you expect then? You would expect a 3-wave move down that follows in a wave 2. The problem is this looks really impulsive what's coming down here. So there are a few different scenarios again that make it a bit difficult here at the moment. In the most optimistic scenario, we bottomed out here in a wave 2, and we are now in the wave 3 to the upside in an impulse that would eventually take us above 25k. Hard to believe at the moment, I know. And we made an impulse here to the upside in a wave 1 of that wave 3, and we came down in a wave 2 of a wave 3, and we would now rally next in a wave 3 of the wave 3. That should be a very bullish move. Bitcoin, however, is losing out here. It's not very strong, is it? We would need to really believe that. I would want to see at least an impulse above $20,570. That would be a key breakout point that we need to see now to really confirm that we are at least with a high likelihood in a wave 3. Okay, so that's a level that needs to be broken. Now the other scenario is that this wave 2 here was never in yesterday, that it is in here, that this was actually a truncated wave 2. How likely is that? I don't really believe it. It would indicate that only this is now going to happen. That we now see a wave 1 to the upside and then the wave 2. The problem is, if you want to have a truncated wave, ideally you see strong upside move afterwards. Now we haven't really seen that yet. Therefore it's hard to justify that. Okay. And obviously, very clearly, if we lose here that $19,500 level, I think it's quite likely that we're going to drop down to 18,900. And if we lose that level, then it will invalidate the bullish scenario so far. Not entirely, but it will invalidate one of them. So that will again make the bearish scenario more likely. The problem to that decline today, that has really harmed the bullish scenario. So in a bearish scenario, and let me go to our bearish scenario because I want to mention it, because this move today, I hope to be wrong, but yeah, so we talked about the bearish scenario here, that from the June low we moved up in a WXY scenario, that the wave 4 topped out here on the 15th of August, and that all of this here is a wave 1. That was a wave 1, yeah. And now, as I said, in each scenario we're expecting some upside, yeah. So in this scenario that we are seeing here now, in the bearish one, we could say, okay, the wave 1 was in yesterday, and we're waiting for the wave 2 indeed, possibly into the region 22, 23K. And that what we have seen today was of that wave 2. It was the wave A, it was the wave B, and we'd now be looking for a wave C. That could would be a long wave C, but it could get into this region 22K. To be fair, a wave 2 in most cases would retrace to the 50% fib level. 22.4K doesn't necessarily need to. Yeah. If we look at it could also just, for example, go to the 38.2. That's rare, but it's possible. So this is another possibility, that in the bearish scenario we have come down in a wave 1. We have now seen the wave A, the wave B, and the wave C would follow. Even this would be a move up. So at the moment, for me, still the focus would be on higher, even in this scenario, short term at least, in the bullish one as well. But I have to tell you, that is the key level here. If we lose it, there's a lot of risk in that market, because at the moment the momentum is sort of missing, isn't it? This is the retracement today on Bitcoin. It wasn't that bad on Ethereum, but Bitcoin was bad. Yeah. So again, if we lose this low, what we definitely need to hold to maintain a focus on the bullish scenario is the 18.9K level. So this is these are the levels to watch out for. 19.5K. Then 18.9, if we lose that, the bullish scenario is done. There's still another one we can entertain, but it will lose in confidence. And a break above the 20,570 level will indicate further movement to the upside, possibly then here, either in a wave C or a wave 3. And that could take us into that region. What did I say? Around here. I can just measure that again. Maybe let's look at the fib extensions here. Here into the region. First of all would be the 21.3K level in an ABC scenario, and also in a 1, 2, 3 scenario. Yeah, this is important. 21.3K, the 1.618 fib extension. Yeah, so I can, there are various possibilities at the moment. That is a bit of a problem. And the key problem why that is because Bitcoin retraced a bit too much for, quite a lot too much actually, for the ideal scenario that we talked about earlier, that we're moving up in 5 waves and come down in 3, because I've got difficulties to count 3 waves down. So yeah, it leaves options open, unfortunately, for Bitcoin, and I can't tell you anything else at the moment. Okay, and that's my update about Bitcoin. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.